All right, guys, that was a solid session. So just to recap, when I got there, Biscuit was not in his crate, and I was like, what is happening here? This is weird. I was like, is he at the adoption event? Like, what's going on? I was like, Mandy would have told me if he went there. So I was like, he's got to be outside. So I walked outside. There he is. He's jumping. He's excited. And he probably saw me walking up and thought, why are you going in there? I'm right here, you know? So it was cool because he actually had previously gotten some exercise a little bit, but he was still really down to play still. Like, he was like super amped. So we played for about 4 minutes, and then Whiskey came up, who is, he really wants Whiskey to be like his best friend. He's a livestock guardian dog on the property that just free roams. And Whiskey came up and was like actually kind of curious about him, because now he's met him like 6 or 8 times. And he was totally chill. He did awesome. He actually came back up to the fence and I said, hey, your friend is trying to say hi to you over there. And so he did a lot better with Tug today, without the food there as kind of a appeasement or a distraction from anything. He played better. Okay, so I'm probably gonna fade out a lot of the food stuff and mainly focus on pressure and on play, and also on a little bit of just obedience of how we do things and stubbornness. So what you'll notice from the video is that last time I had to physically push him away with my body to get into the little spot where his crate opens, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put you in a sit, and if you get up out of the sit, I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna lead you back there again. So I did that a couple times, and he was finally like, okay, cool. And then I opened the crate and I let him go in. 0 reaction, no snarling, no growling, no nothing, and he did awesome. So today was the first time that he didn't growl when I got there, and he didn't growl when I left. So we're making progress. It's going to take some time. I believe there will be some slipping and things like that, but this is kind of almost exactly what I thought was going to happen. So I am super pumped and just so happy. So the whole session was only about 15 minutes, which isn't a long time, but it doesn't need to be a long time. We went on a little structured walk, and I did the turnabouts to teach him how to move with me instead of just forging ahead. And so he hit the end of the leash a couple times and was like, I didn't really like that. And so we used a little bit of obedience just to set the expectation for, you don't need to crowd me out at the crate door. And I also don't need to necessarily use my body to push you out of the way. Now, at the end of the program, we're going to use that same behavior to proof if he has changed, if the mindset has changed, by physically using my body to push him out of the way. So eventually, anything that I use as prevention or management during the training program, eventually I have to fade it out. So the dog has to know, like, I have to know, can I introduce the unpredictable elements that used to send him into a little, a little mouthing or a little biting or growling? Can I do those things without him reacting? And can I do them pretty hard without him reacting? And I'm finding that we are making progress. So this is session 4. It's the end of the first week. So I'm going to come back on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday next week, and we're going to do the exact same stuff that we've been doing, except for we're going to change the location of where we're doing it. So I'm going to probably start to try to take him out in public a little bit, move him around a little bit, start getting him, like maybe take him to the park a couple times on the long leash, and I would really like to start acclimating him to the e-collar as well. So anyway, super proud. Biscuit is doing an awesome job. I have every confidence that there's a bully breed lover out there that's going to absolutely fall in love with this dog. So I'm going to start promoting him like crazy, because I saw some very serious progress today. Anyway, love you guys. I've got to go do some chores, and got one more lesson for the day, but I am just over the moon excited. I'm pumped. So anyway, talk soon.